Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Not Alone. This is Valeria Lipovetsky, and I'm so excited for this week's episode. I have today the one and only Jake Lipovetsky. I've been so excited to get him back in the studio. Also, he requested to be back. He felt like this is his new calling. So, we're nurturing that feeling. Really wanted to sit down with him, especially after his sleepaway camp experience. I feel like he came back a completely different child, and he's definitely the eldest out of the three. So I'm experiencing all the firsts with him, but also just trying to soak it all in and freeze time. I mean, I can't, but I'm trying to, and have more and more conversations with him. So it can also prepare me for what's going to come with Benjamin and Maximus. This also has been one of my most requested episode. People really love the little bits that we shared on Instagram before, just like a little conversation we had. And honestly, he's so special. Jake is truly teaching me something new every single day. And, I've shared before how I'm trying to move away from posting my kids online. And I've been doing that for a few years now. But now at his age, he's really seeing opportunities for his own kind of self-discovery journey through social media. So he's been requesting to be back, and here we are. We sat down, we recapped his summer, his experiences, the lesson that he's learned. We talked about how he feels about being posted online and having his own social media, which, by the way, he hasn't. He doesn't have one. None of the kids have one. I am very bullish on trying to push that until they're 16 years old, but I'm doing my best. We'll see. We also talked about personal growth and self-belief and confidence, and I got a couple of aha moments in that conversation. And it was truly an insightful back and forth that I honestly cherish, and really happy that we had the opportunity to sit down and do it. Before we get into the conversation, don't forget to leave a comment and rating on Spotify. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your support. It truly, truly means the world to me. This podcast has been a labor of love, and I'm so happy that you are on this journey with me. Now, let's dive in. We're going to have so much fun today.
Right?
Okay, I'm happy that you came back to the hot seat. I didn't know if I'm going to get you back on here. Like if you're going to be into it. Because we didn't release the first episode. The episode that we recorded with the three
Why
of
don't you release it?
Because
No. That's not the question. Why don't you release mine?
I'll tell you why. Because I was worried, and I was talking to Papa about it. I was worried that it will expose you guys. And you know how it is when you put things on the internet. Number one, I don't want strangers to be mean, but also, not that you can see anyways because you don't have social media, but number two, I don't want you guys to get caught up with likes and those kind of metrics, you know what I mean? And forget like important things in life, because you know how a lot of young kids today, they get really caught up with all that nonsense. So I actually spoke to Papa about it, and he said that he thinks it's not the right decision because he thinks that you guys are, specifically you like to be in front of the camera, and it builds your confidence, and it builds your social skills, it builds your presentation skills. And he actually thinks that that's an amazing way for you to get more practice and to feel comfortable. What do you feel about that? Do you agree with my side or with Papa's side?
Well, I mean, I don't really pick sides because I agree with both of you, because both of you have like the right decisions. Like I get that you want us to be like focused right now in life, what's happening like outside of the technology.
Mm-hmm.
But then Papa,
Mm-hmm.
he just wants us to build confidence, build social skills, so when we're older we'll have already that skill so we could like do all these other things. So I don't have a side really. I agree with both of you. You both have perfectly good explanations.
I agree. Well, I decided to be confident in your guys' decisions. To if you want to show up more on social media, I will let you. Obviously, I'll make the decision based on the content and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I am warming up to the idea of letting you guys explore that without having your own accounts and us controlling it. That's where we're at. Okay, so I wanted to sit down with you because so much has happened. We've now ending the summer break, which been a very long summer break. It's you guys had like
So
3
long.
months. I feel like we've done so many things, and it's still going on. So in Florida, you guys finish school in June.
June 7th.
Yeah, your school in June 7, and then you start in September 4th. Most schools are done in July, like first week of July, right?
No, school starts in like August. And then
Oh,
and it
yeah,
ends
yeah.
in
More
July.
schools in Florida.
And like public schools in Florida starts August, the end of August, and then ends middle of July.
No, June.
Yes. No,
in June.
middle of June. No, public schools only get 2 months off.
Okay, and you guys get 3 months off.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but fine.
Yeah.
That's
The thing is that I don't like having 3 months off.
I think that's too much.
That's too much because there's really like you get bored at home. Like for me, in my case, I just sit there and like go on my iPad because I have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
But like the thing that I've most loved is all the trips we've done. It was so fun.
So
especially when you shattered the glass in the RV because you didn't know that it was actually a platform. But hey, it happens. That's life. Then there was the RV trip. It was so fun.
Was
We got
it?
to go to
What did you
Savannah.
feel like you've learned from that experience?
I've learned to be patient
I agree.
because we've been driving for like 12 hours, 14 hours,
Mm-hmm.
nonstop. Well, not nonstop, but like, yeah. And we stopped a lot, and that just taught me patience. Like, you just have to wait a little bit.
And all of us together in such a small space, and there's
Yeah.
nowhere to run and nowhere
Yeah,
to
there's
go.
nowhere to go. Sit back, relax, and just wait until the next adventure awaits you. Another highlight was camp. Camp was so fun.
So you went. So tell me a little bit about camp. So you went to camp for the first time.
I went to camp in Canada because of one of my really close friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me about this camp, and I was like, oh, that sounds fun. Let's try it. So I was going to stay there for 2 weeks, but then I really had so much fun. I wanted to extend, but then I didn't know if I wanted to go for a month. So
Yeah, so you called me and you said,
so
"Hey,
I called you. I had a panic attack, and I was like,
You didn't have a panic
I was
attack."
like, what's happening?
You guys, I'm so excited to welcome the fall season. I know I live in Miami, so it looks a little bit different here, but there's definitely some kind of comfort knowing that the Miami summer humidity is going out and we're getting a little bit of the chilly, relaxing coziness of the fall. And that's where today's sponsor, Cozy Earth, comes in. When I tell you Cozy Earth makes all types of bedding and bed products that are the comfiest, the most luxurious, softest material I've ever used, my personal favorite are the bamboo bed sheets and their PJ sets. So good. And now they just introduced their brand new puffy sheep slippers. Will go perfectly with all the cozy fall nights at home. I'm excited. So go to cozyearth.com/notalone and use the code Valeria for an exclusive discount for up to 40%. And if you get a post-purchase survey, please give us a shout out and let Cozy Earth know that we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury this fall with Cozy Earth. So you didn't have a panic attack. I wouldn't call it a panic attack. I don't want you to put a label on it. Yeah, you were stressed. You were faced with a decision, and it was something that you had to make for yourself. I couldn't make that decision for you. No one at camp could make that decision for you. And the decision you were faced with was if you leave after the 2 weeks because your friend left, or are you extending for another 2 weeks and staying by yourself? And you called me
friends.
and you with new friends that you made there. And you called me and you were very distressed. And then you spoke to Papa as well. And we both told you, whatever you decide, we're good with it. And I was really, really proud of you because that was a moment for me where I saw an opportunity for you to learn how to make decisions based on how you feel and not get those decisions from the outside. And you said, okay, let me sleep on it. And tomorrow morning I'll call you and I'll let you know. And you called us.
The next day.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm extending.
And it was amazing because even the night before when you called and you were undecisive, you were stressing out about it and you were very emotional about it because you felt loyalty to your friend and also fear of just staying alone. And you overcame that. So I guess why I wanted to sit down with you and talk about it is to reflect on the personal growth that you've experienced during this summer. Because all these experiences that you've had and the trips that we took, the RV and other things that we've done, are always, like when Papa and I planned them, we always think about how can it benefit you and how can you grow from it. So what are some experiences from the summer that made you grow?
I mean, camp has taught me to focus more on what's happening on right now and not not spend time inside, and made me make my outside horizons pop.
What does that mean? Outside horizon?
It made me outside more and doing more activities outside.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me I was super grateful for that because I don't really like spending time inside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do, but it's kind of boring. And camp taught me to be a better person, I guess. Just a lot of stuff. It taught me to be more kind, taught me to be more responsible.
Why did you do your eyes like this?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, one of my counselors, he had this really special T-shirt, and it was yellow, right? And it was color war, and I was team yellow, and I didn't have a yellow T-shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I borrowed it, and it got all dirty,
Mm-hmm.
and now I feel really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, love you, counselor.
Well, you could wash it, no?
Yeah, but it was really dirty and wet.
So that taught you to be more responsible with the things.
Well, my counselor got mad at me.
I mean, fair.
It's okay.
Because it was your responsibility.
Yeah, I didn't really mind. Well, I did, but yeah.
So that experience
That
taught
me
you to
be to be more emotional. I don't know why I'm saying this. When we all had to say goodbye, I started tearing so much. You could see my whole face red. I'm not even joking. It was so I was so dehydrated on the bus. I'm not even joking. I was crying so much,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt really bad.
Why?
Because I didn't want to leave. It was so fun, and
but why were you felt bad for crying?
What? No, I didn't feel bad. I was sad that I was leaving.
Oh, yeah.
So I was really mad. Well, I wasn't mad. I was sad. I was crying so much.
Yeah.
Every person I said bye to, I started crying.
Oh, that's so sweet. I hope you never lose that, by the way.
Yeah, but I get it from you. So,
you know what? I used to be very, very emotional when I was your age. And back then, that kind of emotion was looked down upon. So my mom, and not because she was mean or a bad mom, but she just always said, okay, we don't need to cry about it. Stop crying, because she wanted to make me a tough person. And in general, growing up, that's all I've heard. That's when you cry too much, it's just not. So I stopped letting myself feel certain things because I wanted to be tough.
But that's not how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. So now as an adult, I have to go back to the way I was as a child because I've learned that crying is actually an amazing release for the body and for the soul. And it's supposed to be like that because if you keep everything inside, one day you're going to blow up. One day you're just going to, you're going to lose your mind. Yeah. So we're supposed to let emotions out. So I am inspired by you for always being very open and you feel your emotions. That's how I want to be more. So talking about personal growth and the experience that you've gone through and the lessons that you've learned, how do you think kids view personal growth? Like, did you ever think about it? Like, when you're faced with experiences and they're not necessarily the most pleasant, do you look at it as a learning opportunity, or you're just annoyed because you're not having a good time?
What do you mean?
So as an adult, I've come to terms with the understanding that a challenge is here to teach me something, to make me better.
Oh, so you're saying what?
So how do you, as a kid, how do you view
personal growth?
Personal growth.
I mean, how do I look at it? Like, how do I see it?
Yeah.
I see it as an opportunity. Like, it's not that, like, it's not how when you grow up you'd be a businessman, you'd be a firefighter. No, I don't see it like that. I see it as an opportunity to make your, like, to expand yourself so you can learn more stuff. I think that's the same thing I just said. But anyways, I see it, personal growth, I see it as an opportunity to, like, to redeem yourself, to, like, make yourself, like, expand your knowledge and make you, like, not worthy, like, make you, like, know, like, learn, like, make you sophisticated to learn. For example, like personal growth is like when you're trying to learn French, and then you say you can't do it, right? But then you keep trying, and then you can do it. Right?
100%.
Like, that's one thing that I keep in mind. Like, it's just not about what you're gonna be when you grow up, but you just have to focus on what you're doing right now and learn how to, like, make it, like, pop, like, make it, like, to expand your knowledge so you can learn more of it. So that's, like, the one thing to me that really, like, makes me like happy. And seeing other people, other younger kids, like, blooming their flowers inside just makes me so happy, because I could see that people, because, like, some people might think the same thing as me. And when I see younger kids like Max or other kids in my school like growing, like, mentally and physically, it makes me so happy, because people are learning how to do stuff another way, and that just makes me really happy, and I just love seeing that expand.
When I was a kid and your age, and I was faced with challenge, to me, when something was hard, I would
give up.
Drop it. Yeah, I would give up, because I would take it as a personal attack in a way. You know, I would reinforce the idea that, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. And it's so interesting that for you, it's completely different. You look at it as like, yeah, I'm not good at something, but I can get better at it.
More of it, yeah.
Which for me, I mean, today it totally makes sense. There's so many things I thought I could never do, and I do them today. But I don't understand how you know this at 11, and I've only learned that at like 26, 27, 28. Okay, guys, let's talk about one of today's sponsors, Haya. Someone with 3 kids, trust me, I've been through all the different supplements that are out there for kids. Many of these vitamins contain around 2 to 5 grams of sugar, along with other gummy junk and hard to pronounce chemicals. It's like candy in disguise. And that's why Haya was created, the pediatrician approved superpowered chewable vitamin for kids. The vitamins are formulated with the help of nutritional experts. So Haya is pressed with a blend of 12 organic fruits and veggies, then supercharged with 15 essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin D, B12, C, zinc, folate, and many others that help support immunity, energy, brain function, concentration, teeth, bones, and so much more. Haya fills in the most common gaps in our children's diet to make sure that it provides the nourishment they need without all the sugars. So it is non-GMO, it's vegan, dairy-free, allergy-free, gelatin-free, nut-free, and everything else you can imagine. These delicious vitamins are designed for kids 2 and up and sent straight to your door, so parents have one less thing to worry about. The cutest thing also happens when you order the Haya vitamins. They come in this bottle and it comes with stickers. So the kids are able to personalize their own little bottles. It's the cutest little activity. And obviously, then eating the vitamins just makes it so much easier. I also recommend checking out their new kids probiotic and nighttime essentials. We've worked out a special deal with Haya for their best-selling children's vitamins, so you receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you must go to hayahealth.com/Valeria. This deal is not available on the regular website, so you need to go to hayahealth.com/Valeria and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults.
I mean, it's not about learning how to do it. It's just about believing in yourself. That's the main part of personal growth. Just believe in yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe you can learn French. You have to believe you could run a mile. You could believe you could run your first marathon. You could believe you could believe a lot. Just the one thing that makes personal growth a thing is believing in yourself. That's the one thing.
That's so true. And do you think people are born with that ability?
No. It's not, there's no such thing. People gain confidence, right?
Yeah.
People gain confidence. They start believing in themselves. That's personal growth.
So confidence tied to belief and belief tied to confidence. So it's kind of like a circle.
It's kind of like it's like a cycle.
Yeah.
It's like a cycle. It's confidence, believing in yourself tied together. So confidence plus believing equals personal growth. So confidence makes you believe.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, believing in yourself makes you confident, and then confidence makes you act. And when you act, you continue to believe in yourself and your abilities, and that adds to your confidence.
Like a cycle.
Oh my God, I love that. That is really cool. I love how you simplified that. To me, it took me a long time to unlearn things. And I'm going to say that I want to take credit. I mean, Papa and I will give us credit for instilling that limitless belief in yourself in you. Oh, hopefully that's the case. For you, for sure, you have limitless belief in yourself. Is there anything that limits you? Like, is there any limiting beliefs that you carry?
Well, limiting is when I play tennis, bad thoughts. Like, my teammates sometimes like tease me a lot, and that's just that makes me just not. It doesn't make me not happy. It's just not cool. It's just not it. So that's like, then people, when they make fun of me, like I'll like, if it's like not that offensive, I'll be like, okay, whatever. But if it's like something offensive, like something personal, then I'd be sad, and I'd be like, what the hell did you just say? And why did you say that? Well, I'm not gonna talk it out with anyone, because today people just don't care. People care, but they don't talk about it. Like, it's just easier to tell someone instead of talking about it, because nobody will really like listen to you, like when you're this young.
Yeah, especially kids your age can't really have those conversations. So how do you overcome those challenges?
I mean, if it's like really like personal, then I'd tell someone, and like I'd tell an adult, because I'd feel really offended, and if I said that to another person, it would be like mean. So I'm not like, if it's something not offensive, I'll be like, okay, whatever, I'll shrug it off, whatever. But like, if it's something like really, really personal, I get mad, and then I tell an adult, and then they'll do something about it. Because I don't want to.
And does that then make you feel better, or do you feel you still okay? So I'm asking.
No, I make it feel better. It makes me feel better because, like, when I tell someone, they get like talked to by an actual adult, so they can actually understand. The thing is, oh my God, I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay.
The thing is, sometimes people are just weighing you down, so you can't reach your personal growth. Like, sometimes people just don't want you to expand your knowledge. Some people just don't.
Or expand yourself, honestly.
Yeah, some people some people don't even want you to get smart. Some people don't even want you to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, guess what? You just ignore them.
You know why some people don't want you to do that?
Why?
Because it threatens them. So when you start expanding, and when you start learning, and when you changing as a person, people that don't have courage to do that for themselves, or the confidence to do it for themselves, they are trying to limit those around themselves. You understand?
Yeah, because like, a lot of people just most of the time people are just jealous of you. People just want to like take from you and like take your knowledge from you.
It's not necessarily jealous. I think it's just
It's
they
like, yeah.
project their own insecurities on you.
Exactly.
You understand?
Like they take, sometimes bullies, usually they just take their own issues, their own laws and issues on you.
Yeah.
And that's not right.
Well, that's the number one thing I want you to learn as a skill for life, because that never goes away. It
It's
exists
just
when you're
there.
a child. It exists when you're older. It's always around. And you really have to be in tune with yourself to know when someone is trying to put their stuff on you. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
And you shouldn't be carrying that.
Uh-huh.
I am not worried about you. I feel like you have a very good sense of self.
Thank you.
So you're starting 6th grade.
6th grade, yeah.
Are you excited?
Yes.
It's
I
crazy to
am.
me because you're still a child in my eyes. But 6th grade sounds like older.
Scary. I have 5 homeroom teachers. No, 5 teachers.
5 teachers.
One of my friends' dad,
Mm-hmm.
it works at the school, and she told me.
Amazing.
So, yeah, I'm really excited because I heard there's gonna be a lot of new people
Mm-hmm.
in my class, and I want to make them feel welcome. One of my close friends, one of your close friends' daughters
Yeah.
coming to our school, to my class.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited. And yeah, I'm really stoked.
Is there any lessons that you're gonna take with you from maybe last year? Like looking back at last year, is there anything you would change this year for yourself?
Looking back at last year, I wasn't really paying attention because I was really talking a lot, and I hope to fix that this year. Because this year I want to like make it. I want to like, what's the word? I want to make myself more attentive because I don't pay attention like a lot,
Mhm.
and I keep like sidetracking,
Mm.
and I got really distracted a lot, and that happened for 4th and 5th grade, and in 6th grade I want to change that so I could actually get like real grades instead of like actually, well, not grades, but like actually listening, like being attentive.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
you have good
this year.
grades. It's gonna start getting harder. 6th
It
grade.
is gonna start getting harder, but I learned things stick to my brain really easily.
You do. You're a very fast learner.
So I think I'll survive.
You're not gonna survive. You're gonna thrive, not survive. You're gonna do amazing. Okay, guys, as a parent, I don't need to tell you how busy we all are. Our next sponsor, Nurture Life, makes mealtime for my kids much easier and more enjoyable for me specifically. Nurture Life is a meal delivery service focused on helping busy parents easily feed their babies and kids from 10 months old to 10 years old. The company provides fresh meals and snacks that are nutritious, delicious, and fully cooked. That means they are ready to serve in just 1 minute. And I know what you think with meal plan deliveries, especially with kids, it can go either way. But seeing the meals that Nurture Life offers, like their favorite mac and cheese, spaghetti and meatballs, things that I know they will enjoy, but also I feel good about because they are made well. What I mean by that is this is exactly what sets Nurture Life apart from other meal delivery services. Without a doubt, it is how tasty and healthy the meals are. So even with the kids' favorite mac and cheese, I know that there's intention and there's good ingredients that are put in there. The meals are also made fresh every week. Seriously, they're never frozen. So it ships directly to your door. That's why no wonder Nurture Life is the top meal delivery service for babies and kids, and it's even allergy friendly too. Listen, over the weekend, I really did not want to show up in my mommy duties, so I picked one of the meals. My kids love the mac and cheese. Put it in the oven and oh my God, warmed it up. It was good to go. Kids were happy. I was extremely relieved and very happy as well. And that was over the weekends. Now that the school's starting back up, I know I need more help in the kitchen. Nurture Life saved me a lot of stress. The meals arrive quickly and each of them is delicious and easy to serve. So how does Nurture Life works? It's really simple. You go and choose from over 50 different varieties of nutritious and balanced meals on their weekly menu. And that goes from finger foods for babies to toddlers, to kids meals, to big kids meals. Nurture Life does the cooking for you, and the fresh meals are delivered straight to your door in refrigerated packaging. One of my favorite things about the service is the fact that all the meals are designed by registered dietitians. So you know you're giving your kids balanced food that's good for them. And I can really focus on all the other things that I have to worry about. Another thing that's amazing, along with their full meal options, the Nurture Life menu includes on-the-go snacks and superfood smoothies. Maxi love those ones. So kids can eat well no matter what mood they're in. And Nurture's Life's mission is something that I really resonate with. Their mission is to raise the standard for children's food in America, one meal and snack at a time. It's about time that a flexible meal subscription existed for babies and kids. So head to nurturelife.com and use code Valeria for 55% off your first order. You heard me, 55% off. Once again, that's nurturelife.com for 55% off, and make sure you use my code Valeria so they know I sent you. Are there any techniques that you use that help with building confidence? Because sometimes adults, I want to give you context, sometimes adults, we get so wrapped up with the busyness of life and adulthood that we losing kind of the basics. And I find that children have a really good sense of what is important in order to be happy. So from your point of view, are there any techniques or anything that you do or any affirmations that you tell yourself that help you to show up every day and feel happy? Oh wow, that was a
personal growth. That's what it is. It's the same thing over and over again.
You see, that's what I'm saying. It's
you
so
just
simple.
have to believe in yourself. It's just that simple. Like when I wake up, I do my morning routine. When I go to school, believe in myself, I guess. Confidence and believing, personal growth.
Are there any skills that you want to develop that will contribute to something that you want to do in the future? I know you said paying attention, but I'm even talking about hard skills. Because yesterday we were watching this Nas Daily video, and there was a story about a 13-year-old girl that planted 1 million trees, and she's an activist and does all these things. And you said, I want to be like her. And she speaks at panels and speaks on stages, and you said, I want to do that. So
I do want to do that.
Do you want to do that?
I want to do that. But the thing is, I think that I don't need any more skills for in the future. Because the way I am right now, I think it's what I'm going to be in the future. Like the way I am right now, it's going to be the same me in the future. And I don't think I need any more skills for that. I think I learned enough. And I'm probably going to gain more skills on the way to the right
Or just sharpen the skills that you already have.
Exactly.
So what are the skills that you have right now that you feel will give you success in life? And not success just like in terms of career. I'm talking success in just being happy and fulfilled.
Being happy is just like...
What skills do you have?
Being happy is like a treat. Like when you're with someone that makes you feel happy, that's like an ice cream treat. Like it makes you feel really good. It makes you feel like better inside. And being here, being with you a lot, and being with other people and making friends just is my happy place. Talking on stage, talking publicly is my happiness.
Can I tell a story?
What?
That was...
the life thingy-majig?
Yes, the kindy magic. I want to tell the story because this is another example of how I feel like you're healing me, my inner child. So
we went to a life celebration, right?
We went to a life celebration, which is basically celebrating someone's life that's no longer with us.
Yeah, exactly.
And the whole school came. It was a beautiful event. And we were sitting in round tables. There was a bunch of round tables.
Like a gala, like those little like weddings.
Everyone was wearing white. The energy was really beautiful. A lot of love and light and compassion. And there was a stage, and people that were close to the person came up, gave speeches, shared their experiences. Most of them were adults or family members. There were a couple of students, older ones, I would say maybe 15, 16, that made a few speeches. Yeah, there was like, I remember an older kid that made a speech.
That's 8th grade.
And then they opened the stage for anyone else who wanted to say something.
Uh-huh.
And I remember I'm sitting there with Papa, and I'm kind of looking around, and all of a sudden I see you in line to make a speech. And I grab Papa's hand and I'm squeezing it. And I'm like, Gary, what is Jake doing there? I start freaking out. And he's like, I'm not sure, because I don't think he had him as a coach. I know he saw him at school, but he doesn't really know him personally. So me personally, I started sweating, because it right away reminded me of the anxiety that I used to feel as a kid, because I was embarrassed about everything as a kid. I was so scared of my own shadow. So I started reliving those anxieties, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, Gary, tell him to come here. And Papa's like, no, let him go and speak on stage. I hope he's not going to say something silly, but if he feels like he needs to speak, he speaks. I'm like, oh my God. You literally grabbed the microphone. I went under the table. Like, I couldn't continue sitting. I went under the table and I was just squeezing Papa's leg. And I hear you start your speech. And you start by saying, I didn't know Coach.
That's good. I didn't know this coach.
I didn't know him personally, but I just remember coming to school every morning and seeing him so happy and says the nicest things and caring for people and for kids. And I hope he's in a better place now. You said the most beautiful speech. And I literally had tears in my eyes. And I come out of the table and I realize how my own, like, little Valeria, 10-year-old Valeria, just felt liberated, because I looked at you and I said, wow, this is my child. Like, this is
my shadow.
No, you're not my shadow. You're your own light. This is an extension of me. This is a person that is a creation of me and Papa, of Papa and I. And he is just this confident, articulate boy, a child that I wanted to be when I was his age. And it was like you literally healed the little me. And I just couldn't believe it. I was walking around in euphoria all day. I was just so on cloud 9. I truly felt such joy and such pride. And that was an amazing moment. And the fact that you just went up there and you didn't, you had something to say and you said it, and it was so beautiful.
My part of the story was when I was like, because like everyone was lining up, and I thought everyone was supposed to go up there. I'm not even joking. I actually didn't go up there just because I wanted to. I thought everyone was going up there.
I didn't know that.
A lot of people was there, and I thought I was supposed to go. So I went, and I saw you looking at me. I saw you looking at me. I saw you were like, and you lays on me. You're like. You're like, what is he doing there? I see you, right? I see you stress. I see you like, what is he doing? Out. Come back here. And I see you. I see you talk to Papa, and I saw, get him back. I lip sync, get him back here. And I was like, I don't think that's gonna happen today. Well, I mean, I didn't think that. I was like, what? So I was confused. So I went up, and then I didn't know what was wrong. And then the guy told me, no. One of the kids, I was about to go up, and one of the kids told me I had to make a speech. I was like, oh my God, I don't even know him. So I went up there, and I was like, even though I saw the coach in school, I saw him really happy, right? And I was like, I was stressed in my mind. I was so stressed. I was like, what the heck am I doing?
But you did an amazing job.
So I did it. People started clapping, and I was like, okay. Good. I went to the kid back again, and I was like, "Thank you so much. You're my lifesaver." I went to the kid who told me that it was a
that
speech.
You're supposed to say a speech.
Yeah, and then I was like, "You're the best."
That's awesome.
It was one of my friends. I was like, you are the best. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I owe you 2 times. I owe you 2. So yeah.
That was.
I didn't know it was actually speech optional, but
That was such
I thought it was
a moment.
mandatory.
I loved it. Well, I thought it was amazing. Let's talk about some role models, because as you keep growing, I'm realizing that your role model circle is getting bigger. If before it was just Papa and I, now I'm very conscious of the people that are around us. Because even if you don't think they're role models, if you see them around our family all the time, you notice the way they speak, what they do, how they behave, and that influences you.
Mhm.
So what do you feel about role models, and do you pick your role models?
It's more about like looking and seeing who's like the best for me. So yeah, like picking. Yeah.
So what are your criteria?
Your side of the family, mom's side of the family. That's like my number 1 idols. Cuz like there's just a lot of skills that your side of the family had, and I'm really impressed. And I
Like
really
what?
Cooking, like Vika and her social skills.
She's amazing, isn't she?
I think that's where I got it from.
Absolutely.
Your side of the family is where like I got most of my confidence from, and I could like learn to look at you guys and then copy. Like Max, when he copies me, I copy you guys because you guys are like the number 1 people.
Mhm.
But my dad's side of the family is kind of like serious and tough. So that's one. So it's kind of like both of your sides. But I look up to your side more because your side is more about like speaking in public, like doing new things. That just makes me really impressed. But then the other side of the family was Papa's side of the family was just really serious and tough, and they were so like serious, and they're just.
I feel like Papa is molding to
He's
become more
he's
of our
like
side of the family.
strength. He's more like strength. You're more like social skills and new things. I look up to both of you guys because both of you guys teach me how to be me right now, how I am. The thing is, I'm friends with a lot of the little kids in my school, right? But I won't see them anymore because only 5th grade's transferring to the middle school and high school. So I only see Ben. But all the younger kids I won't. So, last year when I was in 5th grade, a lot of people said hi to me, and they were looking up to me, and they were so nice. They were like with me all the time. They were talking to me all the time, and I knew that I was there. They were looking up to me, so I tried to be like good, but then I tried to be like nice, and they were so nice to me. Like I tutored a kid, and I messed up once, and she was like, "Oh, it's okay, I'll redo it." And it was so cute. Like I was like, "Aw," and I felt like I like teaching people. Basically, I like being a role model because I could show people how you're supposed to do. Well, now I could show people how it's done, but then they could believe their own ways and then do what they want. So basically, I'm like it's kind of like it's kind of like cooking, kind of like, because the base is like the pan, right? Like cooking blinchiki.
Yeah.
Like the role model's the pan, right?
Okay.
And then the blinchiki are like the little kids that are looking up to me, right? And they're cooking. So like, and they're cooking to be a really good blinchik. So that means they're looking at me. Then
you provide the foundation.
I provide the foundation, and
then
they go on and find.
They create their own formula and their own character.
That's what I like. Yeah. I just like people finding their own ways.
I love that.
It makes me happy.
Let's talk about goal setting. Do you set any goals for yourself? Or you haven't done that yet?
I have done it. But the thing is, it doesn't really make me like. When I set goals, right? It makes me like forget about it. Well, I don't know how. I can't explain it. It makes me like. It makes me think that I'm under pressure setting it.
So let's say with tennis.
How
did you get better at tennis if you didn't set a goal for yourself?
I just it's not about the goal. Like I just said I'm gonna get better, so I got better. Like I practiced, and I got better. that's not a goal. That's just saying that you can do it. That's like
Believing in
like
yourself.
self-motivation.
Got it. So you just motivated yourself.
Like literally personal growth. That's personal growth.
But how do you decide which things you want to improve on?
I don't. Well, I do, but then I don't. Like I try new things, right? And if I like it, then I'll practice at it and I'll get good at it. But then if I'm like it's a mid, then I'll keep it like as a little hobby and then like done. Yeah.
I mean, so uncomplicated and so simple.
It's just simple. Yeah, you're right. This is so fun.
Do you enjoy this?
Yes.
I feel like speaking of goals, I understand what you mean when you say, when I set goals, it feels like a lot of pressure on myself. Because a lot of the times you do lose sight of the journey and you just focus on the goal. And then the goal can kind of lose its impact if you are not.
The thing is, for me,
if you are not in the process. You know what I mean?
The thing is, for me, goals are just putting more pressure on yourself. Like,
so what do you enjoy? Do you enjoy more the journey or the end result?
I like the journey because it's like for me, my brain's recording me getting better, right? That's just like the way it is. So I can remember how my days of practice. Yeah. So it's like I'm the memory chip and my brain's the camera. Right?
Huh.
So I like video me getting better, right?
Yeah.
And role modeling. You remember we went to US Open in the Hard Rock Stadium? Yeah, that's one of them. Like I looked up to that. I enjoy tennis. I got better at it and I'm getting better, I guess.
You are getting better.
That's just my passion, I guess. Like my passion is just to have fun in life.
That's literally what my New Year resolution is going to be, to learn how to have fun in life. Because as an adult, you get older and then you become all serious and it sucks the joy out of everything. And this year, my mission is to bring in joy into everything. I just want to have the most amount of fun that I can.
Yeah,
because life is short.
You work?
Yeah.
Then just have fun.
I want to have fun at work too.
Yeah, exactly. Just work.
Who said you can't do both?
Who said you can't do both? Exactly.
I love that.
This is so amazing opportunity.
What's the amazing opportunity?
I love being here. Like, it's just I'm lucky that you're my mom.
Yeah.
And that I actually have like the chance.
Yeah.
I have the chance to do this without any like hard work, like emails. Like I could just go directly to you. Like that's what I'm.
You enjoy the shortcut.
I enjoy having a shortcut. Yeah.
You enjoy the shortcut. So what do you enjoy about this job, and what do you would want to see more of?
Your job is my dream job. I'm not even joking. Your job is like the most amazingest job I could anyone can have.
What do you like about it?
Partnering with people sponsoring deals, and you get money so easily. You travel. It's just there's these type of things that really make me like happy.
Yeah.
That you're my mom.
But
because like I could get these like I'm lucky that you're my mom because I can get easily shortcuts on being one of your videos. Like you like me, Ben, and Max are like your assistants. Like when you need us in a video, we're in a video.
I wish. I don't know if you guys are my assistants. I'm not getting that.
We help.
You help when I ask you and if I bribe you enough.
Anyways.
But I hope you see the amount of work, because you see we do work a lot. When you say, oh, you get money easy and all that stuff, it all looks very easy, but
it's hard.
It's a lot of work.
That's the one thing that I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard.
Yeah.
But
hard work doesn't necessarily mean
pays off.
Bad. Yeah. Hard work pays off.
This is so fun. I'm so happy I'm here. Are you going to actually post this?
Yes. Why?
Anyways.
Well, I love you very much.
I love you too.
You came back from camp older and wiser.
And taller.
And taller, definitely taller. You have exceeded all my expectations, honestly. And I'm just really, really proud to be your mom. And thank you for teaching me so many things.
I'm proud to be your son.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks for joining me, Jake. Until next time.
Until next time.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't miss my newest episode right here. And if you're listening to the podcast on Apple or Spotify, please go and leave a review with your biggest takeaway. I love reading your thoughts. And if you have any suggestions for guests or topics, you can leave them in the comment section. And always remember, you are not alone.